No, I don't have a Toyota. I wouldn't have a Toyota.
Alrighty, and we're underway. Welcome to the Sandia Peak Tramway, everybody. I'm so glad you guys are with me on the sunset flight. This is going to be my third one out of since I worked here. I've been trying to get these all the time, and they keep sending me down to the restroom to clean every sunset. I don't know why. Finally got lucky, slipped my knee in there somewhere.
There you go.
Well, it is going to take about 15 minutes to the top, folks. I've been told that there's a bear between Tower 1 and 2, so I'm going to do my best to point it out for you, if we can see it. But for those of you who are next to the windows up front, if you see a little black dot roaming around on the ground, that'd be a bear.
I did see some deer in the car.
Go give it a hug.
Good job.
Last time.
Huh?
They're pretty chill.
When I did come up the last time, I saw some deer in the car.
Oh, that's cool.
And a cougar. On the way down, we saw a cougar.
That's what I normally do, is play above everybody.
I never really looked for him.
Okay, this goes a little faster than I thought.
Well, there aren't too many historical things to point out on the way up, but there are some fun things to check out as we come up. First thing I'd like to show everybody is this little trailer here to the right or the left on the ground. This actually used to be big enough to drive a large truck through it, and it used to be called Tower Road. It leads only up to Tower 1 and was used during the construction of it. Tower 1 coming up here in a moment. We are going to pass over 2 towers during our trip, and Tower 1 is 40 feet in the ground and over 100 feet tall with an 18-degree angle towards Albuquerque.
Oh.
And as we come up over it, guys, there is going to be a vibration and a swing and a sway in the cabin. Don't freak out. It's not a roller coaster, not Six Flags. Me too, that's why I have this job. It's the only thing in the air that drives very slow. Here we go, swing and a sway. Whee! And that is the worst of it, everybody. Great job, you guys did it. That was cool. The other one's a lot less dramatic. Alright, if everybody go look out the right side of the cabin. You guys can see a large boulder sitting on a peak in the distance a little bit, not too far out there. Someone called it golf ball rock, so we stuck with it. Sent a guy out there to go measure it the other day so he would have something to do. And it is 2.5 times bigger than this cabin.
Wow.
There's a couple
So
people
somewhere in
standing
here on the
by
left-hand side, there is supposed to be a, sorry, black bear roaming around somewhere.
How much bigger are these new cars compared to the ones when they first opened?
Same size.
Are they really?
Yeah, they shouldn't be any different.
I thought these were bigger.
They might be a little taller.
Maybe that's it.
Huh?
Look, there's supposed to be a black bear out
Oh,
there.
don't go out the
I
window,
don't know
please.
exactly where he is, but my cabin opposite is down on the left-hand side. Yeah, sometimes you catch them, sometimes you don't. It just depends what you decided to play with. And as we come up here a little bit higher, folks, we're going to pass through two little sites to see as we come up almost at the same time. So in advance, if you guys will look to the right as we come up to this cliff face, you can see what is called critical point. Here in about 40 seconds, it'll be all the shattered rock below us as we go over it. Critical point is the only place on the mountain that was blown up with TNT for the tram car to pass by safely. And on the left-hand side, yeah, you'll see a real dramatic spot where it's been blown up. It's very obvious. Yeah. We're trying to get a thing in place to block that area off because it's very dangerous, but kind of hard to. We don't really want anyone up there as it is, let alone send one of our own up there to go be at risk. But if everybody look at the left side of the cabin for me, see in this ravine, if you guys will look at the middle of the ravine to the right-hand side, you see a bunch of rocks stacked up, standing straight up. Just want to gloat. I stacked that last Saturday on my day off. I'm just kidding. It's a lie too. It's not even multiple rocks, guys. It's all one rock. It's 6 stories tall, and it is called Totem Pole Pinnacle. It's been made to look this way over wind and rain throughout the years. I hiked to it, stood on top of it, and held me up. But I'm only 120 pounds, so if you don't think that's impressive, go challenge me. Good luck hiking there. It's 3 hours of blazing your own hiking trails.
Take my Jeep up there.
Take my Jeep up there.
Take my Jeep up there. I'll make it.
Or a quad. I'll stop this cabin right here and I'll videotape you all the way up. That would be cool.
I'll make it. I got a winch.
There you go.
Yeah. What are you going to use? I was going to say, what are you going to use the trees? The tram. Come on, the bark beetle tore them up.
Right. Yeah, we're finally getting that to go.
Yeah, thank God.
If anybody didn't know, we actually celebrated our 50-year anniversary last year.
Yeah.
And we bought 2 brand new tram cars. And they are $250 grand each. Yeah, that's what
That's it?
happens
That's
when
pocket
the
change.
co-founders' wives
This
want
area
their
is
sports
cool.
cars.
Look, we're-
They just drop 500,000 on the tram and say sorry.
Oh, we're about to go over.
That is awesome.
Oh no, we're slowing down. Everybody jump on 3. 1, 2. No, I'm just kidding.
No. He never said 3.
We're actually just slowing down so we can come up over Tower 2 safely. Tower 2 is also 40 feet in the ground, only 80 feet tall. Does have that 18-degree angle, and it took 2,000 helicopter rides to build.
Wow.
If anybody's curious, back in the day it cost about $3,500 to $4,000 a helicopter ride.
We passed that orange marker down there, right?
I'm sorry?
The other tram?
I don't know if it's exactly at it, but
Looks like it's a little out.
if you guys thought we were close, we're not even halfway there yet.
So I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Is that an actual landing spot over there for the helicopter?
No, that sock is to get a idea of the wind for the driver.
Okay.
Yeah, the only time we're ever worried about a swing or a sway on the cabin is when we come up over the towers. We only get 18 inches of clearance, so
Oh yeah.
a lot of swing really gets to you.
There you go. Want to ride?
And that'll mark our halfway point.
That's the blue one. I wanted to ride on the blue one.
Well, step out and go.
No, you need to switch them.
Just wait for the next ride to come up and catch it. It works out pretty well. All right, everybody, and we're slowing down once more to allow our sister cabin to come over Tower 2. We slow down when they slow down, and they slow down when we slow down. That's because we operate on the exact same system, on the same cable. We're moving at the same speed as well. If for those of you in the front, as you guys watch the car come by, if you guys thought they were booking it, that's just because of Isaac Newton's theory of two objects moving towards each other at the same speed look like they are double in speed. That's not true. But conveniently, we're the highest off the ground throughout the whole trip. Does anyone want to take a guess?
Too high?
6,500 feet.
2,000.
967.
Yeah, I was
Or 8
close.
seconds.
We were close.
I was close.
Or you can fit the Eiffel Tower over there or the Empire State Building and keep a little bit of room left over.
Yeah, you don't even have time to open your chute.
No, but you do have enough time to tell Mom you won't make it for dinner. That's true. Have a good cabin. This is cool. I'm glad you guys are coming up to me. This is fun. Sometimes I get people and we
I
use
didn't
dry
even know.
humor to make sure everyone's laughing, because if you're laughing or chuckling, I at least know that you're breathing, even if you did it out of sarcasm. Because people will, I kid you not, people will be over in that corner over there, and then they'll turn around and they will look at me. And they'll stare at me, and they're not breathing, and they're turning purple, and they're like, what do I do? You know, it's like, breathe. Like, there's oxygen, the windows are all open. Alrighty, folks, we're now coming into Echo Canyon. Echo Canyon is popular because it is the only canyon on the entire Sandia Mountain with a running water system. It runs all year, above and underground, and is fed strictly by rain and snowfall. Some of the trees in Echo Canyon are 500 years old and 200 plus feet tall, dated by the National Forest Service. Yeah, they do a lot of work out here.
That is cool.
I've hiked in there. It's some of the most beautiful hiking spots on all of the Sandia.
Is there an actual trail for this?
No.
Why not?
You gotta make
It's
your
a
own.
make your own, yeah.
You don't want to go in there alone. If you do, bring a very large handgun. Some
that's
big
no
old black
problem.
bears live down there.
And not to.
And mountain lion.
I was going to say, and cats.
Yep. We actually, I forget his name. I think his name is either Simon or it starts with an S. One of our National Forest Service members who's worked for the National Forest Service for 40 plus years named one of our mountain lions. And they keep watch of a lot of the wildlife out here, including a family of bald eagles. Yeah, with 2 baby eagles. Go figure. Yeah, we try and keep it a secret.
Good.
Because we don't want people to go look at them. They're
Exactly.
hard to see. I can point them out, but I mean, most people won't get to it anyway. No one wants to rock climb on a mountain that doesn't let you use any climbing equipment.
Okay. Show us.
As we go back down towards Tower 2, if you're with me, just remind me. I'll show you.
Okay.
Back years ago, I was coming across out of Montana.
That was just so cool.
And some little 2-lane road, and there was a bald eagle sitting right there on the fence line.
No kidding.
And I mean, everybody. I was in a semi truck. Everybody's just slowing down to take pictures because it's so awesome. And then down in Kingman, there's some asshole out there sporting for him.
Whoa.
A national bird. That's the sporting for him.
Give me about a couple seconds.
I'm doing okay.
because so everyone can see it. But
It's different seeing it from here than it is
all right,
when we
everybody,
actually
one
drive
more
up to the
thing
crest.
show everybody as we get up to the top. But before I do so, I need everyone to get a little bit of information, and I need you to remember it while you're up here. First off, I need everyone to keep their two-way ticket. You do need it as proof to get back down. Last flight down is around 8:15 is where we like to keep it for the customers. Please try and make that flight down if you can, as best your ability. You don't have to come back down right away. But we're a first come first served basis, so as we get up there, you do have to exit. I believe we're on cabin 2, so you're gonna exit on the right hand side. Yeah, we're on cabin 2. I know what I'm doing.
Well, that's good to know.
Not my first rodeo, just my first month.
No, you're doing
Wasn't
good.
there?
There was, and that's in that canyon right there. It hit Dragon's Tooth Peak, which is right here.
What about that building?
He's gonna talk about it.
And that is what I'm about to point out. All right, everybody, if everyone will look behind me, over here on this, on the far left cliff face out here on the edge, if you look at the very top of the cliff, you can see
Two people.
you can see 2 people standing on top of it. Please, 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 please don't stand on Kiwanis cabin. This is Kiwanis cabin. It was built in 1951. It's been rebuilt 3 times. Reason being is because first time it got built, it was built by people who were brought up here by truckload for a week at a time, 3 people at a time with blaze hiking trails down the mountain and got paid. So they would stay up here, but they got sick of being rained on. 7 cabins have been built total. This only one left because other people have destroyed them or weather has ripped them down. But this one originally was built out of wood. It was struck with lightning and burnt down to the ground with 3 men inside who all lived and were unharmed.
Wow.
Huge mystery. 2 years later, 120-mile-an-hour wind picked the second cabin up that was built out of wood. And due to the fact that it had a dirt floor, all 3 of the men inside were left unharmed as the cabin was picked up and thrown off the mountain as a whole.
Oh my gosh.
And then somebody read the 3 Little Pigs and built the sucker out of stone. Stands there to this day. I do recommend checking it out. It's a really awesome hike. It's a really cool place to look at. But please don't stand on the roof. If the National Forest Service sees you, they like to hand out $5,000 fines. Somebody's trying to get a Lambo. Yeah, also if you get caught with climbing equipment other than 1 rope on this mountain, you will also receive a $5,000 fine. And you'll lose your equipment. This is due to the fact that we are a freehand and a free span mountain. The difference between the two. Free span means that you are allowed to come up here for as long as you like, as long as you follow 2 simple rules. Control your fires, and don't destroy anything around you. You know, it's not your environment, it's not your home. So but you could stay up here for months at a time, and if the National Forest Service sees you, they won't ask you to leave. You can stay up here as long as you like. But the difference between free span and freehand is freehand means if you come climbing or hiking, you're only allowed 1 rope as equipment, and that is it. Because of the fact that the Sandias is made out of mainly decaying granite. So if you're to try and use the equipment, you just turn it to powder and endanger yourself.
Oh wow.
You won't board quite yet. You will board in 5 to 10 minutes.
5 to 10 minutes. All right.
So what's the purpose of the cabin there originally?
Just to get out of the wind. As people were up there, they would spend a week up
The
here.
guy there, the one in the New
hiking
Mexico
trails.
hat's from Finland. Oh, cool. That's the Finland dude in the.
Alrighty, well if you guys are coming from
yellow hat.
The guy
a
from
different
Finland
state
is the one in the
or
New Mexico hat.
more specifically if you guys are coming from sea level as we're up here, please drink lots of water. I don't want anyone to get altitude sickness or to get dizzy. Keep in mind that a little less oxygen up here, take full breaths.
We're home.